Yo, boys, holy, yo, wow, okay, okie dokie. How did you feel about the stream, boys? Impressions? Everyone was positive about the stream, yes? You all thought the stream was good? Yep. Do you want to know what my rating for this month's stream was? It was a 9 out of 10, mate. It was 9 out of 10. This is one of the best streams that we've had for the longest time. For the longest motherfucking time. Cannot believe how good that stream was. Insanity. Insanity, mate. 9 out of 10. Well, there was a couple of things, right, that I didn't really agree with. One, the fact that we saw the story arc changing, but they didn't actually show it. And two, the UI told us that the node leveled up, but they didn't actually show it. I don't think these things exist. I don't think that story arc is real. And I don't think the node upgrading is real. But there is still time for them to implement that, right? There's still time. Okay? Those two things, that, yeah, it was a bit like a script. I didn't like that bit. It was a bit scripted. Other than that, though, everything else about the stream was absolutely insane. Honestly, the animations on those Minotaurs, I couldn't believe it. The animation Minotaur and the gameplay of the gameplay of fighting those Minotaurs, insane. Couldn't believe it. I was watching it. I was like, holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen. I was thinking to myself, I don't think I've ever seen a mob in an MMO ever act that way. Because what he was doing was he was running towards you, but whilst he was running towards you, he was putting his arm back. He was preparing to strike. I've never seen that before. I don't even think I've seen that in a game ever. It was mental. And the best thing about it is the fact that they're keeping that traditional tab targeting system where mobs stick to you like glue. They stick to you like glue. It's not an action combat game where they swing the weapon and you just sidestep that attack. You can't do that because the Minotaur is stuck to you like glue. And that was the thing about it. And their animations looked like it was designed that way. It was designed that the mob knew that it was stuck to you like glue. It knew it. It knew it's always going to hit you, and the mob knows that. So its animations are designed in a way to create a very dynamic feeling. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, what the... Wait, is this really...
Another copium-matic for this.
Is this really the same game that was in Alpha 1? This is fucking mind-blowing. Anyway... So yeah, that stream literally 9 out of 10. It wasn't about like what we saw, right? Here's the main point and why I've given it a 9 out of 10. It wasn't about what we saw. I don't give a shit about what we saw. Like what we saw is just whatever, right? It's about the implications of what we saw. It's those implications. In the past, the implications of things that we see are very, they don't really have many implications. They're just, the things we see, they're just right? But this time, they showed us the implications that they showed were f***ing mental, right? How the world changes, how these, how you go from commission to side quest to event to triggering a story arc, right? That's a whole gameplay loop right there. And the world was just doing it, right? The world was just doing it. Okay, so are you ready for the react? Are you ready for the react? Oh my good God, let's go, boys. 36 minutes of copium goodness. A 9 out of 10 stream. Let's go. Do you know what I would have called this stream instead? Alpha 2 Dynamic World Preview. That's what I would have called it. Alpha 2 Dynamic world preview. Is it me, or does every single season except for the summer look like shit? Whenever we see the game in the summer, the game looks fucking insane. The game looks incredible. But whenever we see outside the summer, the game looks like shit.
Stream and
Is that going to be a major issue for the game? I've been thinking about this for the longest time, and I've got a big script written about this. Are people's perception of the game going to change depending on when their first impressions occur? If their first impressions occur during a winter season, are there impressions of the game's beauty or the game's immersion? Is it going to be affected in a way that just makes them quit? I do wonder about that. Because seasons last for like a whole week. We haven't seen fall or spring. We've seen fall a lot. We've seen autumn a lot. I can't really recall any times we've seen spring, though. I think the last time we saw spring might have been... Let me check. I think spring might have been this season here. And in spring, there's a lot of like... what do you call it when there's... like... spores? No, pollen. There's like pollen floating around and shit. I think it was this stream here.
shot.
No, not this one. Sorry, my bad. It was the gathering one. The gathering one.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
I think this was
economy as a whole, and
I think this is spring. Do you guys agree that this is spring?
Vera, and we have an exciting stream for you today. We are going to be
Right. Also, keep an eye out in the background. Right? For one,
talking about one of the
this flag is not blowing in the wind.
most core experiences that all of us come to expect from the MMOs that we play, and that is questing. But Ashes does questing a little bit.
The hat. Yeah, I fucking agree. Intrepid, can we get some Gandalf outfits, please?
Differently than your average MMO. And today, to help me talk about that,
It was plastic hair. Yeah, it makes it look like it's plastic hair. Like, what the fuck's going on?
I have 3 of our
Everything else though looks great. Obviously, I think the outfit's really good.
glorious developers, 2 of our senior designers on the narrative side.
Do you know what I want to start with? Did you guys see that they changed the recommended specs for the game? Fucking poor boys molding. They're fucking molding. Hey, just get a PC. Just get a good PC, motherfuckers. Hey, is the minimum specs? Yeah, check it out. Is it the minimum specs? Right, for 1080p, minimum specs at 1080p, you need at least... Oh, wait. Oh, that's still quite low, actually. But recommended specs, if you've got a 2K monitor, you need a 3070 at least. How many guys in here have got a 3070?
Insight into what they can expect with their normal day in Ashes of Creation. And of course, one of the gentlemen behind the magic, our glorious engineer, Tyler, is joining us as well. Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Excited to have you too. So, we are starting out in a familiar space, obviously. This is the node of Miraleth. We have been here before. We have turned in some glorious caravans within this node. And
does he ever turn the camera the other way around, do you reckon? I'm really desperate to see into the desert. Surely the desert exists.
you know, some of you might be thinking to yourself, well, outside of caravans, outside of these grand kind of core architectural systems like citizenship...
Do you know something I did see? Someone made a comment. I can't remember where it was, though. Someone made a comment about they didn't like the fact that the trees and shit blow. They didn't like the fact that, like, trees are blowing around, like, leaves are blowing around. I thought to myself, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't like... You do realize that that's, like, normal? That's what happens. Guess what? Guess what? Wind blows trees. No shot, dude. Wait. No way, dude.
And how
What the
housing and story arcs and all of those types.
I think it looks cool. I think it adds a lot of dynamic movement to the game, right? Just a lot of dynamic movement. That's like one of the reasons why I think like classic WoW is a bit dated, right? Because although we like classic WoW, the world is static, isn't it? There's nothing going on. Everything's just standing there. They did confirm a couple of things this stream. They did confirm. One, the character creator is coming very soon. Very soon. He said very soon. So the character creator is coming very soon. Oh my god, it's coming soon. It's coming very soon. That was an outburst of happiness. Oh my god, I don't think I've felt this happy for ages. And then he also made a comment about things like the model quality and the lighting. He said that he's got a team currently working on overhauling the lighting, and when that happens, it's gonna be, what did he say? His words were it's gonna have the most impact on like the just how the game looks. Because let's be honest, right? The game looks beautiful, right? The game looks insanely good, but it's just things like this.
So this is a commission board. Every node has many different commission boards depending on what service buildings are installed there. And commissions are basically these...
Right, let's have a look at these. Oh my god. Wait, let's check out these quests, boys. Kill wolves or bears. Oh shit. Something killed my dog. Wasn't a useful beast, but it was one of the few things I brought through the portal. Needless to say, I'm sore about it. Would be happy enough to pay to hear he's been avenged. Go kill 5 wolves, you fucking... Oh my god. Ponder Spire Pond. Visit the Spire Pond. You'll find a curious rock formation in the pond north and east. Wait, what? North and east. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the there's a couple of spelling mistakes. I'm super dyslexic, right? But even I noticed there's some weird grammatical mistakes. Are these written by AI? Are these written by AI? What's going on here? Formation in the pond north and east of the agricultural supply. Why is it not just northeast? What do you mean? It sounds like AI a little bit. Okay, the Oakenbane Overlook, level 8. Wait, that's a level 2 quest. Level 8. Locate Creon Dun and climb its ruined tower. We've heard tales of a ruined tower just north of Oakenbane. Look south from those ruins to glimpse the movements of our enemies within the old keep. Oh. Okay, level 3, Breach, Bark and Bite. Seek and slay the Slippy Mudfoot. Wait, who the fuck is Slippy Mudfoot? The hell? Seek and slay Slippy Mudfoot. It has breached the gates of many Riverland settlements, including Lionhold. Hey, there it is, they dropped the name! The Lionhold! Including Lionhold. The reasons for his actions are unknown, but he surely tests defenses for a greater assault. Slippy Mudfoot. He sounds like... Do you reckon he's a Cyclops? And he just goes around and he randomly he just patrols around. It's not actually Mark. It's a different guy. It's like a lesser guy. I reckon it might be a Cyclops. Like a not world boss version of a Cyclops. Like a smaller version. Looks exactly like New World. Yeah, I agree. But as I said in the video, at the end of the day, if it ain't broke, I mean, don't fix it, right? I mean, it just looks. I mean, it looks great. It's a load of cards. Maybe I'd make them if they want to go for like a card aesthetic, then maybe I would do something like actually make them look a little bit like playing cards. Don't present them in a way that's uniform. Present them in a way where they kind of look like cards they kind of look like cards that have been pinned onto a board. So they're pinned onto a board and they're not exactly straight. They're like slightly askew. Maybe like little wanted posters. Yeah, that's a good idea. They're little sticky notes. They're little pads, little paddy note things, and they're pinned on there. And then they're slightly askew. They got frayed edges and like that. They got like frayed edges, and they look aesthetically pleasing rather than like card things. Yeah, I like that idea. That's a good idea. Let me write that one down. Rubble making. Destroy golems in the Riverlands. Reward and revelry go to those that can crush golems. These relics of ancient war are a challenge for the might of any hunter. May the arrow of Herney. Who the fuck is Herney? Guide you to victory. Okay, fair enough. I mean, it's level 20 quest. Wait, is that level 20 quests? That's a 20 quest. Snuff the ritual fires. Stuff the ritual fires. At night, goblins cackle across the ruins of Koralak, chanting their dark rituals. Go there and extinguish their ritual flames. I wonder where that is. Coral Lock. We don't know where that is, do we? We don't know where that is. That's new. Scatter the horde. Call the Minotaur Horde. Minotaurs skulk and work dark magics over our ancestral plains. For the glory of the Kalar Empire, run them off and let honor take our lands. Recover stolen supplies. Bandits the Highwayman Hills. Okay, these last ones are pretty boring, but never mind.
Teeny tiny little single objective quests that are sort of like appetizers or quick little digestible things to help you get out.
50 currency, dim glint and glowing glint with some XP.
To the world and start progressing.
It's pretty like basic rewards, right? I don't think the rewards are the point. I think the whole point of the commission system, like I said, why I rate this stream so high. Commissions aren't like they're not a be all or end all. What commissions are they're an excuse to go out and do it. And then the commissions kind of tell you where to go. And then when you go there, there's to do there. It's kind of like what game is it most like? It's like Guild Wars 2, right? It's basically like Guild Wars 2, but designed in a way that's not dog shit. Because Guild Wars 2's dynamic system, it was a cool idea, but it left a lot of people scratching their heads to what to do because you didn't really have any direction. So you just did it, and then you did these awful. They were called heart quests, and the heart quests were garbage, and they didn't really push you towards dynamic quest areas, whereas this does, and it's great. It's really great.
Both your character and your node contribution.
Okay, cool. And I see that.
So this is like step one of like a 6-step process, and that's why it's good.
These commissions, obviously there's 8 of them that I can see here. That says that it refreshes in the next roughly 30 minutes, although the clock is not moving for some reason. Let's see if that... Oh, it is moving. We're just not seeing a live update. So that's a bug.
It's not moving. It's just...
Guys, I do want to take this moment to to obviously give our standard disclaimer. Everything you see here is a work in progress. Obviously,
I wonder how many people continue to watch Ashes of Creation updates and think to themselves, "Oh, this looks... this game's trash. Oh my god." I wonder how many people still do that.
we are working towards our Alpha 2, which is an alpha of Ashes of Creation. We're here in the Riverlands. You're going to see UI, you're going to see VFX, you're going to see systems like this that are still in a very functional state. But we are looking at a very pretty...
Well, so look at this. He's got some quests here. Bring your report. I wonder what these are. Obtain a liminal condenser. What the hell is that? A liminal dispenser. condenser. Sorry.
board here, and these kind of remind me about a little bit about cards almost. They feel like cards kind of. And there's some standardized information on here. I see level, I see some reward.
Oh yeah, we can do that, can't we? We can check our map. Truing. Let me boot that up right now.
I see some basic information about the story of these commissions, and I also see some colors. Talk to me a little bit about the colors.
Oh, he's going to explain the colors. I think I might have phased out during this part.
Sure. So commissions, they come in basically different rarities, the same way that collectible cards might. So pretty astute there. The rewards
Wait! They talk about it like collectible cards. So I wonder if there's like achievements related to this. So do all of the commissions in the Mirrorleth node, right? And then the thing is, it's not that easy because the commissions change depending on the choices that the mayor makes. So, you know, you might be missing just like 2 cards out of like to complete the meta achievement or whatever, right? You might be missing 2 cards. Some of these only appear when certain things happen. And then it creates that whole dynamic. It makes people want to come to your node because, oh, the Mirrorleth node, I've still got 2 cards I need to complete there. I've still got 2 commissions I need to complete, and they've just triggered it. And then that information gets passed to them, and then it's kind of like, oh, I need to go to Mirrorleth. I need to make a whole day trip to Mirrorleth because they've just triggered the commission. I need to go do the commission.
rewards basically grow quite a lot depending.
I think that's cool. I like that. See, like, you know, for achievement hunters, I don't think achievement hunting is bad. I think that's good. I like achievement hunting. I think it's fun.
On the rarity of the commission that gets dealt, and these get dealt for everybody, like on this board, so in this node, right?
Also, the little clicky part, I think that's cool. The little shing, and it's like you've put a little pin on it to accept it. It's cool.
So, and you can improve your chances of getting rare commissions for your node depending on how you develop your node.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just said it. So depending on like the node, depending on like what you do, so then it'll probably be things like a commission. It'll probably be a policy that says, oh, you've got a 20% chance to trigger a rarer commission whenever it refreshes. That's cool. I like that.
Okay, very cool. Absolutely.
More depth, isn't it?
The Oakenbane Overlook, I just took that. I see that it's been added to my objective tracker, and Minotaur sounds pretty interesting, so I'm going to grab those.
It's a good sound. Yeah, it's good sound design. Hey, good job. That's good sound design.
And I should be able to now see...
Oh, shit. To materialize the immaterial, a treasure hunter named Sergia Fletcher seeks to assemble a coil reflector. Holy me. A coil reflector so she can speak to a historical figure about gaining entrance to the Tower of Carthan without a liminal condenser to amplify the paltry essence left. Oh my god. This bunch of fucking complicated, like... she won't be able to finish the device. I should look for one in Oakenbane Cube. Right, so to me, it sounds a bit like we're using essence so she can speak to a historical figure. It sounds to me like we're using essence mixed with technology to maybe contact our ancestors of the past to learn about the past. And we're using essence to do that, which sounds interesting. We're trying to contact our ancestors. And our ancestors, who obviously have way more intimate knowledge on magic, because they've been on the material plane for way, 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 way longer, because obviously a lot of people have been in Sanctus for 2,000 plus years. So, like, we're contacting our ancestors, and then the ancestors will teach us things about how to get into the Tower of Carthan because he knows. Because he was there. He was there at the fall of the Tower of Carthan, so he knows. It sounds cool. Something like that, right? That's where I feel like the story's going.
them obviously in my journal. This gives me
We've heard tales of a ruined tower just north of Oakenbane. Okay, so that's the commission quest. Interesting. So these must be story arcs. Are these? Do you reckon these are story arcs? And then these ones down here are just normal commissions. So it's separated, right? Your story arcs are always at the top. Oh yeah, they've got timers on them. Yeah. They've got timers on them. So these are story arcs. Okay, that's cool. So that must be the Uncoiled Essence. That must be like step 1 of the Carfin storyline. This must be like step 1 or step 2.
Under Mirrorleth.
Because remember, we saw one, didn't we? Back in March last year, called Blood Still Dew. And that was a story arc. We don't know how many steps down the line it was. So that's cool. I like that a lot.
That's kind of my active commissions that are here within this
3 days, yeah.
node. And I can
Also, the time is probably bugged. Just, the time is probably bugged.
take a look at the map.
Oh, shit, boys! Look at this! Oh my god! Information! Okay, so what we got? We got like a storage. What's that? Storage, a caravansary, a hunter's lodge. What's that? A marketplace? Like a marketplace? That must be a marketplace. And then down here we got, I don't even know. What's that? A windmill? Who knows? Like a farm? Like a public farm? Might be a public farm. Where you can do your farming stuff. Level 3 node. How do you know it's a level 3 node? Do we know it's a level 3 node? There's no information that's giving us... There's no way to know, really. We're assuming it's a level 3 node, not a level 4 node. We don't really know. Processing. Is it processing? I don't know about that one. Processing. Yeah, but a windmill... I would associate a windmill with a farm, though, right? And we know that public farms are a thing. Caravan series level 3 only. Yeah, but who's to say it's not level 4? That's what I'm saying. How do you know it's not level 4 node? What does the windmill do? I think you're wrong, guys. I think this is a public farm. I think this whole area here, I think this is a barn, and everything around it is a public farm. And then you can access and do things in the public farm. If you've ever played Arcade, you know what I'm talking about. Because they had public farms in Arcade. So I reckon this area is a public farm.
Assume here and...
Oh, look at this. Okay, so here's a question for you guys. Shut the fuck up. Look at this. Why does this look like a crater? What's that about? What is this? What's the story implications of this? Is this, like, what's in the middle? It looks like some sort of impact or some kind, right? It looks like a meteor strike. It's not dynamic. This is a static thing on the map. So why is it like this? What happened here? What fell here for the world to look like this? They went through that last month. Yeah, they moved through it. Yeah, they've gone through it a couple of times, but we don't know what it is. Yeah, like a rock. But it's not going to be... Whatever was down here, they're going to have, like, already processed it. One of the gods took a...
Go around.
Oh, look at that. They zoomed out, too. Look. Go back. Oh, my God. Look at that screen tear. It's the Tower of Carpet! Oh, my God. It's the carpet area. God damn. Oh, look. This week. How many weeks? 120 days, boys. It's 120 days. In 120 days. True. It might be where a Harbinger landed. Because it's right near the Tower of Carfin. And that's why the Tower of Carfin got infected. The Harbinger landed and then went to the Tower of Carfin and infected it. Truing. Yes, that would make sense. That's why it's a giant crater. Because a Harbinger landed.
Go around and take a look at the
Also, look at this.
map, I assume here, and go around.
What's that? Eh? Is that where the Ranger Showcase took part? Is that the wellspring? Is that what they called it? The wellspring? The gem pond thing. Yeah, is that the wellspring? Because you've got the road there. He started here. Here's a tree. He was here, and then he went down. They were inside this gutter area for ages. And then they went up, and there was the wellspring. It must be that, right? The gem spring, yeah. What's that on the bottom? You mean the eye? The tank showcase from January 2023. They went down into this area. So this must be like a boss spawning area. This must be like a significant location. And it's called the Ruins of Ebenflow or some shit. The Ruins of Ebenhold.
Out and take a look at the objectives. So we have the scatter the horde that's here.
Yeah, I love how detailed the map is. That's a big pog. I love the map. Big pog. Happy with the map.
And Oakenbane Overlook here, which is good because I think we have
Yeah, this is the Oakenbane Keep. True.
some business.
Remnants of Oakenbane. POI. Oh, shit. POI, boys. It's a POI. So you got to go here at some point and explore. And this was where the story arc triggered. So this must have been the tree that was in the distance. And when we get to it in the live stream, I'll show you it.
Okay, so
What's POI? Point of interest.
let's grab these two and let's head out. Now obviously you were saying these are kind of bite-sized, digestible, easily.
Yeah, the light, the fucking lighting, dude. Fix your game. Fix your fucking game.
Let me grab and go. Show some progress in the world. But commissions are more than just bite-sized pieces of content. They also
Yeah, it's the fact that the goddamn head as well is shining like some bald guy. Design a cool hat. Right? Here's a cool hat. I'll draw a cool hat for you. Look. Here's a cool hat. Right? Yeah, look. You can have this one for free. You can have this one for free, Intrepid. Watch this. Hey, yo, take it, bang, smash it, look like this. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Significantly improved. Significantly improved.
Tell me a little bit about how that works.
Anything's better than what he's got on.
Yeah, Tyler, you can take this one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll take it.
Variety's good. Yeah, but just make something cool, not trash.
So, right, every 30 minutes or so, the board will refresh. The server will query a bunch of different...
Yeah, at this point in the stream, I was pogging the fuck out. At this point, I was pogging the fuck out. I just love how beautiful the world looks. I can't wait to explore the fucking world. Also, why is he not on a mount? Why doesn't he get on a mount? Tell me that. Where's your mount at?
Information about...
Well, you're level 15 to 16. Get on a mount.
The world. And this is ranging from story arcs that are active, story arcs
Mounts are cringe. I disagree. I disagree. I think mounts are cool.
that have been completed, weather, time of day, whole bunch of different range of factors.
Very cool. And then
And it will...
oh, go ahead.
I think New World proved to us that mounts are necessary. If you ain't got a mount in an MMO, then what the fuck are you even doing?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. Go ahead.
The board will attempt to deliver commissions that are relevant.
What is this? Yeah, but it's just because it's like just because that exists doesn't mean it's good. It looks trash. Look at this guy. He's a literal peasant. He's a peasant. We are adventurers. We are adventurers. We can wield the essence. We can shoot fucking fireballs out of our fucking hands. He is a goddamn peasant. Right? It's fine for NPCs to wear that, right? But not the player characters. What do you mean?
Effect of
What the hell is this? Conan the Barbarian Wizard. What the? What is that? What is that? Nobody wants that. Nobody's asked. Just because it exists, I'll say it again. Just because it exists doesn't mean you need to have it.
commissions and events and just general.
You enjoy the air distortion effect. I don't. I think it's super jarring. I don't like the distortion effects. I think they're too jarring, in my opinion.
Things to do.
Okay, speaking of events,
It's distorting the location, and then it snaps back, and it just looks a bit. It's kind of a bit like, what the fuck's going on?
see I just had a pop-up here. A pale hornless minotaur is idling nearby and beckons me.
Yeah, so I mentioned this in my video, right? This is a cool idea. I like this a lot. This is fucking great. It's amazing. However, I don't like the fact that it's like just hidden up here and it's kind of a bit like trash. I think this kind of shit would be super, super, super cool if it came up on your screen and then it was also narrated. If it did the thing that it does in Dungeons and Dragons, where a man or a woman says it. A man says, "A pale, hornless minotaur idling nearby beckons to you." I think that would be cool. That would be super immersive, and that would be like, oh, poggies, poggies, I'm being beckoned, oh shit. Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Interesting.
Hopefully. Yeah, hire me. I'll do it for you. Hey, I'll tell you what, Intrepid, I'll do it for you. I'll make when Alpha 2 drops, I will make a whole video of just sound clips of me and a bunch of other voice actors who I hire to voice act your whole game. And there'll be nothing else in the video other than the voice acting for you to use. So you don't have to pay anybody. I'll do it for you. I'll do it all for you.
So that is a call out for one of our side quests, which they're like commissions, but better. Tony, do you want to talk about those a little bit?
Commissions, you know what you're getting with them. You go to a commission board.
Also, look at the fog here. Look how sick this fog is. Look at the scene. Oh my good god.
Tony, do you want to talk about those a little bit?
Close the map, Steven.
Yeah, side
Look at this area. A white-tailed deer.
quests are like commissions. You
Look at that. This is our MMO. This is our MMO, guys. Can I improve the scene? Can I improve the scene? Filters. Saturation. Boom! Fixed it. Hey, you just turn that saturation up to max. Boom, there it is. Boom. And now the kids are playing. They can't stop playing. Fucking easy. Easy, boys. He's dropped a link. What the Oh my god, that's the helmet! That's the helmet! That's the helmet he's wearing! Holy what the
Now, we've seen minotaurs in the past, but minotaurs actually are a minor faction in Ashes, and there are different tribes.
Maybe the reason why it looks off is because it's missing its horns. So it looks strange. It looks weird, and it doesn't look real because it's missing its core it's missing like its core feature, which are its horns. And it says it's a hornless minotaur. Its horns have been cut off. That's why it looks so weird and alien. True. Maybe that's why.
Okay, cool. Look at this guy. He's got a little profile going on. Watch yourself, godling.
You don't like that they have titles behind their name. What do you mean by that? Titles. You mean you don't like the nameplate? You need the nameplate, otherwise you're not going to know who he's called.
My kith work nearby, and they shall brook no intrusion.
Exiled Berserker. Well, he is an exiled Berserker. Many. You think it should just be called Many instead of Many Exiled Berserker? I don't know. Does it matter? Does it matter?
You save yourself some money on voice acting. That's perfect.
I
Steven.
love it.
I think you're fixated on shit that doesn't matter, guys.
I love it. It is so cool.
You can handle it.
No, the writing is impeccable. It's impeccable. Okay, let's talk to him. Why is he standing here? Okay, so he's trying to deliver some poultice to his brother, but he's forbidden to see him. Okay, let's see if I can take it over there.
He's haunting us because he's an exile. No, really? What? No way, dude. Oh my god.
He's too weak to fight. That's a rude thing to say about your brother.
Knows his limitations, you know.
Okay, so I've received a Minotaur poultice.
Okay, Band of Brother. Band of Brother. Band. Wait. He's Band of Brother. Okay, I'd be indebted. He's too weak to fight, and we agreed to meet on the edge of our territory anyway. Approach calmly, and he'll hear you. I happened upon Many, an exiled Minotaur, near Titan's Ring. Near Titan's Ring. Do you reckon Titan's Ring... What do you reckon Titan's Ring is? Do you reckon it's the crater impact? Because that was a ring, wasn't it? Do you reckon that's what the crater's called? It shows on the map. Look at the map. Yeah, I think it's the crater. Because that's a ring. There is a ring. Interesting. So why is it called Titan's Ring? Is it because a Titan landed there? And that's why it's called Titan's Ring.
And some cheap coin.
Yep. So side quests can give a variety of rewards. They're bespoke for.
It's not the crater, it's the event, is the ring. Yeah, I don't know. Is it? Near Titan's Ring. Let's look at the map. Where's the map at? Does he open up the map?
Scatter the...
You think that's Titan's Ring? I don't know about that one. That's Titan's Ring? Nah, I disagree. I think that's Titan's Ring. I think it's that. Because he goes here. And he's right as he's here. As he's accepting this quest, he's round about here somewhere. And he's near Titan's Ring. And that looks like a ring. Doesn't that look like a ring? That's Titan's Ring. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. That's not a ring. That's not Titan's Ring there. That's a ring.
Yep. So side quests can give a variety of rewards. They're bespoke for the side.
Yeah. This is one of. Look at this.
Yep. So side quests can give a variety of rewards.
Look at the distortion effect here. Like, holy, it's so jarring, dude. And then the screen distorts. And it just covers your whole screen. It's just a teleport. It's just a teleport. Why does it need to do that to your screen? It's just a teleport. There should be hardly any effect on it whatsoever. Then we're going forward, and then he appears. Any minute now, he's going to appear. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Here he comes. Wait, that just looks trash. That's an awful effect to start with. And then it expands, and it completely distorts everything on your screen. And it just looks trash. Yeah, but, guys, listen. The problem is that in the split frame that it exists, it's completely distorting your screen for a split frame. That's what makes it look jarring. It appears for just a split frame. For the people out there that are defending the spell effects in Ashes of Creation, I think you are actively hurting the game's development. I think you are a portion of the community that actively are hurting the game's development. You're giving incorrect feedback and hurting the game. That's what I think. A spell like Blink that's got like a 20-second cooldown, and it's used very frequently. It's used to get into combat, out of combat, to avoid damage. It's used for everything. You want to be using it on cooldown, basically. It's probably also going to be things that buff it and make it so by using it you get like a temporary buff, or you get like a movement speed buff or something like that, right? You want to be using it on cooldown, basically. Anything that's got short cooldowns that are less than 30 seconds, less than a minute, they need to have next to zero effect, spell effect. Why can't the character just disappear? Like, here. Let me show you what I think it should Let me show you what I think a blink should be. Right? Let me show you what I think a blink should be. This is what blink should be. Holy shit. That's it. That's what a blink should be. That's what a blink should be. I don't know why. I don't know where the smoke's coming from. I don't know where the screen distortion's coming from. It just needs to be that. It just needs to go like that. Instant. That's all it needs. Look at this. Learn the weaponsmithing recipe for Stormcaller's axe. Oh, shit. Axe is confirmed. Axe is confirmed, and oh my god, it's like a berserker's axe! Wait, my fantasy of dual-wielding berserker axes! Is it real? No shot. It's berserker axes. It's the axes that the what are they called? The Minotaurs are using. No shot, dude. I could be a cleric. Cleric Renkai female with black dreadlocks. Dual wield axes.
The like missions and side quests, like those, in completing those, you're going to be participating in activity maps, which we've laid all around here, and those can spawn events.
Okay, Yuna must die. Ma-Ho, an exiled Minotaur near Titan's Ring, believes his brother's exile unjust. She seeks vengeance on Yuna. The Storm Weaver had vanished. What?
For Stormcaller's axe,
Recipe. Strom. What? Stromcaller's axe. There's even spelling mistakes. Steven! You've hired a dyslexic person. Unless it's something like this. Unless it's something like this. There's actually so much content in the Alpha 2 right now that there's just no time to QA it. They're just banging out quest after quest after quest after quest. And there's just no time to QA it all. And they'll QA it later, because it doesn't really matter. There's literally like 500 quests in just this area. Like layers upon layers with story arcs upon story arcs. 50 quests in each area. And they've just banged out all of these quests. They're the only ones testing it, so it doesn't really matter at this point. And then when the Alpha 2 is arriving, what they'll do is they'll do a quality pass through all the quest dialogues, and they'll fix all the mistakes. And they've probably got it set up in a way that if you change it in the back end, it changes it in the front end. Something like that.
Provoke that event.
got it. Okay, so
It feels like the whole game is modular. That's what I think. That's how I perceive the game. Everything's modular.
Provocation means essentially, I need to kill 10.
How do they not have an automatic spell check? My editing software doesn't auto correct my spelling. Some software just doesn't have a spell check in it, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a creative process.
10 Minotaur, 10 basically Minotaurs. Any type of Minotaur here.
And that's just for your commission. The activity map is
Also, have you noticed that the mob patrolling his feet, his movement on his feet, they don't match the movement of his actual model, and his feet are sliding around. Do you know what else I also noticed? Is Tumok did that too.
actually a separate tally, a separate counter. We've tuned it down for the purpose of the live stream because it's just you here, but other players that had grabbed that commission from the node might be here as well, help.
Oh my god.
Because it's just you here, but...
Look at that effect. That's a great effect. He's lifting up his tambourine, and he's tambouring, and he's like... He's like this. He's like... And he's like summoning... He's summoning... What are they? Birds? He's like... And then these birds appear, right? It looks cool. It looks cool as fuck. I like the animation on that.
Other players that had grabbed that commission from the
It's a very dynamic. It's just a really good animation, isn't it?
node might be here as well, helping, and that would progress that counter a lot more rapidly. Good luck with the birds.
Oh shit!
Oh no, my gosh, this guy summoned a bunch of birds. Ah, got him.
Obviously, it's a bit bugged in some places. I also wanted to compliment and talk about the ice effect. What did you guys think about the new Cone of Cold? What did you think of the new Cone of Cold?
Good luck with
Holy, look at that shit.
that would progress that counter a lot more rapidly.
That looks sick. I mean, the screen without the screen tear, it would look way better. Yeah, that's cool. The impact of that animation looks really good.
And that would progress that counter a lot more rapidly. Good luck with the birds.
Oh no, my gosh, this guy summoned a bunch of birds. Ah, got him.
And then when it explodes as well, when they explode at the end, it looks really cool.
Cool. So the summon.
Yeah, that looks sick. Also, watch the ice. Watch it.
The summoned creatures actually dissipate.
It melts. It melts.
A bunch of birds. Ah, got it.
That looks cool too.
Cool. So the summoned creatures actually dissipate with the
It's cool.
NPC.
And the birds just disappear. But the birds would be attached to the mob that summoned it, right? They need to add like a dissipation effect, and sometimes that's super hard to do, depending on what game and how the mechanics work.
The summoner.
And the world team has done a very, very good job with the setting up the encounters here, and the points of interest I think are looking.
Yeah, look at this. This was like the best part of the whole stream. This was the part where I was pogging the fuck out. The animations of this berserker are fucking mental.
Great, and they feel great to play through.
Look, oh my god, look at that! As he's moving away,
The counters are difficult if you're not careful.
he's moving towards them. He's moving towards you whilst doing the animation. That looks so mental.
Are
I've never seen that before.
looking great, and they feel great to play through. The counters are difficult if you're not careful. If you're pulling multiple mobs.
He's adjusting his animation mid-movement, and his legs are moving independently to his wet. Oh, it looks so good.
I don't know who would do such a thing,
I
but
know. My God. Hey, that's why I have sleep.
that's true. Yeah.
And the thing that's super like mind-blowing about it, right, is that we're still in an alpha phase. So imagine what it's going to look like when it's polished out the wazoo and it's like AAA quality, like quadruple A quality.
That was a nice arc.
Thank you.
This was a point that I wanted to bring up about the distortion effect. Watch when he distorts. Look. He's distorting, and it's for some reason, it's deleting the model. Right, that's immersion breaking at that point. It's distorting the information that you're trying to understand what the fuck's going on. It's just not necessary. Like, why is it necessary?
That was a nice arc.
Thank you. It was beautiful. Go away.
Even the shout distorted it.
It was beautiful.
Like, even the shout does a distortion effect. Watch. Any second now. Any second. It does do it. It does do it. There. Why is it necessary? What you're doing is you're distorting possibly important information that's over there. Yeah, I don't want that to be distorted. I don't want the world to be distorted. I don't know why that exists. Why can't it just be why can't it just be a sound? Why can't it just be an effect? Why does it need to be a distortion?
Go away.
Why can't it just be like a and that's it? Like all he's doing is doing a buff for himself. Okay, what was your guys' opinion? What was your guys' opinion on the whirlwind? Are we assuming that the fighter's whirlwind has also been updated to this too? Do you reckon the whirlwind fighter is also this too? Yeah, watch it. Right, so he's doing it. He's spinning out. He's spinning slowly. Right, spin. Bro, that looks so good. That is so fucking cool.
Go away.
I like that a lot. It looks so good. The sound effect looks cool. The sound effect is amazing too.
Away.
Because you know, right? If you're in like, you know for a fact that if you're in like a crowded scenario and you start hearing that sound, you know that somewhere someone is getting their ass fucked because the whirlwind does a lot of damage. It's super good. I like it a lot. As a 10 out of 10 animation. Good job. Obviously, I think if I'm going to be super critical about it,
Beautiful.
I'd say the start is a little bit clunky. That's the only thing that I'd say. Right?
Go away.
The start is a little bit clunky. What I'd say is I'd much prefer it if there was more footwork involved. Where instead of him starting to propeller for some reason, he just propellers, right? Instead of just propellering, I'd like a lot more foot. I'd like the animation to involve the feet a lot more, where he's using his feet to propel himself. I think that would be way better if there was more groundedness in his feet action.
It was beautiful.
Because he goes straight into a pirouette. I don't know how to say that word. He goes straight into a pirouette. Watch.
Go away.
I'd much prefer if his feet he was using his big old feet to push his big old body around, and then eventually, as he's got enough momentum, then he starts pirouetting. Right? That's all I'd say about that. But it looks cool. It's great. Okay. So what did you guys think about the updated Blizzard? His feet are moving. Yeah, but not enough, right? Not enough to... Yeah, his feet are moving in a really clunky, unpolished way. What I'm saying is a good improvement would be if he used his feet in a way that's almost like he's pushing himself, right? It's almost like he's pushing himself. Whereas right now it just looks a little bit glitched. Okay, yeah, so Blizzard. What did you guys think of the new Blizzard?
Oh no. Oh god. Oh my god, no, no, no.
What did you think of that? A bit better? Improved? I have some feedback on Blizzard. I don't like that the effects come directly horizontally down. I think I'd much prefer it if they came diagonally. Instead of from top to bottom like that, instead of like a drop, I think they'd look a lot better if they came diagonally down. Yeah, because it looks a bit weird. Yeah, it looks a bit weird and static. If they came diagonally down and then there was a bit more motion, if there was a bit more motion as it came down, so it comes down and then it goes like outwards like that. So let me like draw what I mean. Here's your guy. Here's your guy. Right, here's your mage. Right, so this is a mage. He's doing the animation. He's got his hand up in the air. Right? And I think I'd much prefer it if the icicles came like this way. Like that. Do you know what I mean? They still land in the exact same place. You know, mechanically it doesn't change. But they come diagonally down. And then when they come diagonally down, when they land, the impact effect, because if we look at like the actual... If we look at the actual like impact effect, you see that the impact effect is like upwards, isn't it? It's coming directly down and then it's upwards. Whereas if you do it this way, you can make it so the impact effect goes like this. And I think that's way more motion.
Let's sleep the other guy. Oh, that's...
Yeah, look at these animations here. Holy.
Oh, that did not work. A quick release there. I might need to use some potion.
Look at that!
Oh, that did not work. A
It's the way he's moving forward and at the same time.
quick release there.
It looks so good.
I might need to use some potions.
Oh, f me, it looks so good.
Yeah, the berserkers are really tough when they're on top of you like that.
Okay, hold on. Let's put some ice down in front of him.
This is our MMO. This is our MMO. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Holy shit.
I'm out of mana. Oh no. Oh god. I'm totally out of mana.
Even the sound effects sound f***ing cool.
You gotta plan ahead when you're adventuring by yourself.
Compare this to New World, mate. Just compare this combat to New World. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Holy. And that's the big difference, right? This is what makes tab targeting, right? The reason why action combat is trash, it's not because of the moment-to-moment gameplay that's involved with action combat. It's the core mechanics of action combat that make it trash and unviable for an MMORPG. The reason why tab targeting is superior is because of the way the mobs target you. It's not about you targeting the mobs, it's the way the mobs target you. You can't move out of the mob's line of sight. They are always stuck to you. Unless you slow them or root them, they will always be stuck to you. And that's what makes the tab targeting combat way better, because it's way more, you know, it involves your gear. That's the whole point of an MMO, isn't it? Your gear. What's the point in playing an MMO if your gear doesn't matter? The gear is everything. Your paper doll is everything. That's the point of the game.
Self and Vera.
Okay, here we go.
And one thing you'll see about the commission
Wait, is he running away?
Okay, here we go.
and one thing you'll see about
Wait, he's running away in fear. Well, that's cool. You think he leashed? No, I don't think he did.
the commission board and how it generates its commissions.
I think his health got low. I don't think it leashed. I think his health got low and he tried to run away in fear.
One thing is that
Because actually, let's check if he did leash. Where did he come from?
commission board and how it generates its commissions. One thing is that
Yeah, I think he was running back to his leash spot.
all players in the node will see the same commissions. So there is a really good chance
Now watch him. He still is.
players in the node will see the same commissions.
Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, he's still going back to his leash after he died.
One thing you'll see about the commission
Look, after he dies, he carries on going back to his spot.
board and how it generates its commissions. One thing is that all players
Look, he's still moving.
in the node will see the same
He's still going. Yeah, it must have been a leash then. What do you guys think about the regen? Too fast, too slow? What's your opinion?
alongside you. And that's how we get those like large activity map generation to start spawning events.
Yeah, that is. I mean, obviously these help to kind of, move player traffic throughout the world because, as we said, nodes act as a hub, and one of the ways they
I like it. I like it. I don't think it's too fast. I think it's good. I think they got a good balance. I like the fact that you have to stop and regen. And I feel like the time that you're regenning, what was that, about well, how long was it? So 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go from 0 to full. Yeah, I think that's perfect. 30 seconds is perfect. That's exactly what it is in WoW, right? At the end of the day, hey, if you want to cheat, just do what WoW does. If you want to cheat, just do what classic WoW does. And that's a good place to start.
The same commissions. So they're
Modified by buffs. Yeah, it could be too. Yeah, true. What about food buffs and shit like that? Do food buffs increase the potency of your regen? True. What do food buffs do? That's a good idea. Let's write that down as a question. So this was the thing that we were talking about earlier, right? About how the world... So some guy was basically complaining that the wind making the trees blow and the leaves and the grass and that. He said how he doesn't like how the wind blows the trees and shit. Whereas when you're sitting down and you're just regenning and you've got that break between pulls, the fact that the world has all of this dynamically moving environment, I think it's super immersive. It's super, there's a lot going on the screen and you're just very immersed and you're just enjoying the environment.
hub, and one of the ways
look at the tree over there. That looks so good.
in yield a response from the environment, from the server, from a historical identity that now can be
Oh shit, that looks good. Oh shit, that spell effect looks good.
from the server, from
Look at this. They've really improved this one.
a historical
That looks really good. That casting animation looks great.
identity that now can be kind of
And so does the bolt. Maybe it's a bit too bright, maybe.
server, from a historical
But ultimately it's a powerful attack, right? So it needs to have some sort of visual indicator.
identity that
What do you think? Is it? It looks actually looks great. No, it looks great. No, it looks good. That looks good. Nah, I like that one.
that now can be kind of seen
Yeah, that looks great.
in the world. And we're going to
that's-
see that here, right?
Yeah, and that's not to say that our quest content doesn't get much more complicated, especially when you start getting involved in story arcs at that level. But this is all sort of story arcs don't happen without nodes being built up, and
Oh shit, he's been ambushed!
nodes don't get built up without players doing commissions and grinding experience and things like that. So all of this stuff does all play together and creates a very nice loop to like unlocking.
Oh my god, the game looks so good! Just the things that are attacking you, the animations just look really cool. Like this guy just auto-attacking you, it looks really good.
The bigger, more complicated adventuring content.
Oh yeah, and this was the bit with the atmosphere. Look how when he approaches whatever this is, maybe this is the Titan's Ring. I don't know. I'm not convinced it is though, but maybe it is the Titan's Ring. But when he approaches this area, the whole atmosphere changes. And it's like you're in some, you've encroached into an area. And it's kind of a bit like, oh, shit, dude.
And story arcs as well.
And you got the sunbeams coming down, and oh my god! And then Steven said that the lighting's going to get updated even further. I can't
Also
believe
one
it.
of the potential
my
predicates
god.
for.
Oh mate, imagine how much we're going to be pogging the fuck out after that lighting update drops.
Story arcs, even more content related to those stories as they progress in real time.
Like, look at the ice effect there. It looks so cool.
Become available. Become available.
I do have feedback for this spell here. This spell here, I've got feedback. Okay.
Become available.
You see how they're like straight there, and they go outwards. Look
They
at this.
progress in real time. Become available.
Like, watch these. Okay? So he goes up, right? And then they come out, and then they move out. But they're straight lines. That's not really how lightning works. Watch the Tesla coil. It's not a straight line. It's a... It's like a curve. It's like a curve like that. And just look at the movement, right? I think the feedback that I would have for that spell is that the effect that you're trying to go for should mimic a Tesla coil. That's obviously what you're trying to do. But I think they've just failed a little bit there. Holy shit, look at that, man. That little bit there when it flicks up. Even that, I think, should be incorporated into the spell effect. Because that just looks very natural. Wait, look at that. Like that, right? That's clearly what they're trying to go for, right? They're trying to go for a Tesla coil effect.
Stories as they progress in real time.
And they've just missed the mark a little bit.
Become available.
It's almost there. It's just the lightning that they've done is a straight line rather than a curved thing. That's all they really need to do. They just need to make it curved slightly, right? I think I can probably animate it myself. Just curve it a little bit.
How many do I have?
The thing is, the technology clearly exists. The technology for them to curve things clearly exists. Because the wand spell is curving it. Look, the wand spell is curving it. So it's clearly possible in whatever system that they've designed here. They can do a curved effect.
How many do I have so far? I have 7. Oh!
Okay, this is it, boys. This was the part where I stood up. Imagine, right? I'm watching this live. When the rain started, do you know what I did? I stood up.
Minotaur, and they've brought out their leader, the Stormcaller, and he comes with a storm.
Oh, it looks so good.
You could potentially be spawning. Well, you are spawning. Side quests that relate to the rain,
Oh my god, it looks so good.
changes in enemies that relate to the rain.
This is our MMO. Look at that scene right there.
Side quests that relate to the rain, changes in enemies that relate to the rain.
Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. Just the dark, the foggy forest with the rain.
And that's driven on player action, so it is like a feedback loop in a way as well.
I also like the way that the rain turns as you move the camera. That's a nice touch there.
All right, very cool.
I don't know how they've even implemented that, but it's a good touch.
Also, I see, obviously, the weather here, as you said, has changed. It is now raining, and
You notice that? The rain, it slightly turns. As you turn your camera, the rain turns. It's a good effect. I don't think it's quite there yet, though. It is a little bit off.
the wind is picking up.
Just look at that scene. Just look at that. With the light beams and the little drops of rain there. Oh, it looks so good. It just looks so good. And it's unbelievable.
And I also see that there is lightning that, looks a little...
Hey, do you know what I thought as well? Do you remember... Do you know what I thought when they started talking about this? Do you know what I thought of? Fucking... Lego Fortnite, because this exact mechanic is in Lego Fortnite. And I thought to myself, do you remember when we first saw it in Lego Fortnite? We were like, what the f? That's so cool. That's so cool. And then apparently it exists in Ashes. It's almost the exact same as Lego Fortnite. Do you reckon they were inspired by that?
hazardous.
Or do you reckon it's just like a weird or do you reckon it's just like a default functionality in Unreal Engine? It's weird that both these games have the exact same mechanic, and we've never seen it before. We've never seen it before, and now 2 games are releasing this mechanic that's brand new. I find that weird, a weird coincidence.
Yes, that lightning will...
Same with Seasons, right? What mechanic? The lightning bolt, right? The lightning bolt that comes during the storm.
hurt you very bad if it strikes you.
There's lightning bolts in the Thunder Plains. I mean, that's true.
Weather events and encounters themselves can include hazards like that can appear and shake things up. It can also help too if you can kite enemies into the lightning strikes.
If a company has it. We're talking about MMOs, mate. We're talking about like open world games.
In there.
I'm perched up on this hill if you guys are nearby and want to join me.
Also, look at this. Look at the water. The way the water's being blown by the wind too. That looks so cool.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can help you out.
Yeah. So you start.
Actually, we don't know if this water was moving like this before the storm or after the storm. Actually, I take back what I just said. We don't know what the state of this water was before the storm.
Invite you into our party here.
Let me just gather some of these bushes. Yay.
There's some Minotaur.
Yeah. We all thought it was going to be so, and I think they mislabeled the stream. They shouldn't have called the stream commissions. That was their mistake. They mislabeled the stream. I would have called the stream Ashes of Creation Dynamic World Preview. That's what I would have called it. Not some commissions garbage. They should have called it Dynamic World or some shit like that. Like how the world works dynamically. Because that's what this is. This is how the gameplay loop works dynamically. It's changing dynamically. You know, the weather's changing dynamically. The event is changing dynamically. The node leveled up, and then the story arc changed dynamically. You know, they fucked up. They're not very good at clickbaiting.
All right, so these are the Stormweavers that he was trying to kill. I see this guy over here.
Where's the boss, actually? Scatter the... Wait. Who's the boss? There's not even a boss. I thought we were killing the boss. It died. Wait, what?
Looks like Una died to the lightning.
With the tr-
Wait, what?
Armor, I'm not going into that lightning.
oh god.
Wait, let's go
The
back. Wait.
commissions.
Perched up on this hill. If you
I want to see the boss die. There's no
So
shot
it's,
it
it
dies.
is like a feedback loop in a way as well.
all right, very cool. So I see.
Ah, that's why the mob in the back is already damaged. Because the lightning has damaged it. I see. Wait, what the...
Obviously, the weather here, as you said, has changed.
Wait, yeah, that needs to be fixed. Wait, that needs to be fixed. Okay, how do you fix that? Okay, you make it so the mobs, because they are storm attuned, and, you know, they're called literally Stormweaver, right? They're literally called Stormweaver Minotaurs. Because they are storm attuned, they should be able to, if they get struck by lightning, it doesn't kill them. Instead, it empowers them. It gives them a buff. And it makes them attack faster, get stronger, get covered in lightning bolts, and they start hitting you with lightning instead. Right? Instead of, you know, it should do the opposite. It shouldn't kill them, it should buff them.
Themselves can include hazards like that that can appear and shake things up.
Because then, you know, why is it killing them?
They can also help too.
It's the event spawns and then the environment just kills the boss.
If you can kite enemies into lightning strikes or whatever.
Very cool. Now, do I have a? I think I might need a little team for this. This seems to be a lot of stream.
There's quite a lot of them there.
If a mob is in the ground reticle that is spawning and it's going to create the thing, it then becomes your task to somehow pull the mob out of the reticle so he doesn't get buffed. That would be your job, right? Or at least focus him so he dies quickly. Then that creates another dynamic there. Right? Them getting hit by the reticle is extremely bad because they get a really powerful buff.
Event would have, like, we can see that from quite far away, which would, if players weren't already here for the purpose of the commissions, they might be tempted by the event as
And then personally, I think the boss by default should just have the buff.
well. We can invite you into our party here.
We'll just gather some of these bushes.
Oh yeah, look, we got the fucking fighter dude. Wait, he's got 2 buffs. The fighter's got 2 buffs. No shot, dude.
Yay.
What are the buffs at? What are the buffs?
Leroy, let's go. Kill him. All right, so these are the Stormweavers
Where's the fighter at? Here he comes. Here he comes.
that he was
Oh no, that's a tank. That's a tank.
trying to kill. I see this guy over here.
Wait a minute, what was that?
All right, so these are the Stormweavers that he
What's that? Some sort of shield buff?
was trying to kill. I see this guy over here. I will call the lightning.
What's the fighter doing? Scotty! Scotty! Where you at, bruv? Wait, you ain't even on the DPS meter, mate. What you doing? You AFK?
Oh, I have a healer. That's nice.
I got your back.
But he says he's got their back. Don't they instantly die?
You just kite them.
Wait, there's Scotty. Wait, there's Scotty. What's he up to? It's Scotty's fault. It's Scotty's fault. Because Scotty, he ain't doing shit. So they could have killed the mobs before they died. So it's Scotty's fucking fault for not doing the DPS. It's not the cleric's fault. It's not the tank's fault. It's fucking Scotty.
Oh, I need to get my back.
Oh no, wait.
Okay, he charged there, didn't he? Look.
Oh, I need to get my...
Yeah, the animation's f***ed. The animation's fucked. Look at that. It's the grey cone. Maybe that's why they didn't use him. Because the fight is just...
Back.
Oh no, wait.
That's straight roadblocks. Yeah. Oh, that's an attack. Hey, that's an attack. Look at that.
Oh, I need to get my back.
Oh no, wait.
Right, basic attack. Basic attack. He cancelled his basic attack and went straight into an animation. Look. Right, so basic attack. Basic attack. Right, he's still in the basic attack animation. He's still in the basic attack animation. He's still in the basic attack animation. There. There. He's stopping his basic attack to go straight into a... Oh my god, I hope it's instant feedback. I hope there's no like animation lock between basic attacks. I hope basic attacks are like null and void. And class attacks prioritize it always. Although I like the lightning here. The lightning actually looks pretty good. Look at this lightning here. This actually looks pretty decent. Okay, so what's this attack he's using? We'll slow-mo it first. Right, so he's like charging up and then shing, ching. It's like a cleave, right? Looks like a cleave. Right, he's going whooshing. Yeah, it looks like a cleave. Do you reckon it's a cleave? Thing is, what's the point in a cleave when all your attacks cleave anyway? What's the point in that? Okay, basic attack. Basic attack. Oh! Wait, that was the... Wait! That's the whirlwind. That's the whirlwind animation. Isn't it? But it only lasts... But it only lasts... for one swing. Right? Basic attack. That's a basic attack. No, that's the whirlwind. And then he instantly stops the whirlwind, and it does the final hit of the whirlwind. Maybe you gotta hold it. Yeah, maybe it's a hold attack. It looks like a single spin and up slash. It's not. It's the whirlwind attack. It's not the weapon chain. Here it is, look. Watch.
Coming up with...
It's the whirlwind attack. It's the final animation of the whirlwind attack. But it only works for one spin. And then it's final. And then it's the final part. So he does one spin. So it must be you must have to hold it down. Because he f***ed something up. He must f*** it up. You must tap it instead of holding it down. And then tapping it does one spin, then one final hit. You think it's because the target dies? I mean, you don't need a target, though. You don't really need a target to do it. It's one of those attacks that you can just do. Whenever. I think he taps it. I think instead of holding it down, he just taps it. Wait, the Stormweaver is moving after he's died.
Oh no, okay, I got 40.
Wait, so maybe he was running away. Wait, maybe that Berserker was running away. Where was he? It was here, right?
Final form.
Did not work.
Yeah, the berserker.
Yeah, this bit.
I'm out of mana.
He kills the berserker, and when the berserker gets super low, he tries to run away.
You got a plan.
And I think it's a mechanic, because this exists in WoW, right? If you get a mob low, the mob panics, and then they try to run away. And I think that's what this berserker does.
Plan ahead when you're adventuring by yourself in Vera.
Okay, here we go.
And one thing you'll see about the commission board and how it...
Yeah, I think he's running away. Yeah. I think he's running away. He's running in fear. Yeah, I don't think it sucks. I think it's a fun mechanic. I think it adds that it adds that extra layer of these mobs run away when they're low on health. Therefore, I need to be careful and make sure that when a mob gets low, when they start running, I need to focus it. Because if I don't focus it, then the mob will pull another pack, and then I might die. I think that adds another layer. I like that mechanic. I think it's a cool mechanic. I think he's running away there. Yeah, that's perfect. That's great. That's good. Good. People that don't like WoW. Listen, I don't understand why people don't like WoW. What you got to remember is WoW did a lot of really good shit. They introduced a lot of... It's all these little tiny things. These little tiny world... These little immersive world building things. They did all of this. They didn't just do one or two. They did like hundreds of this shit. And it's just fun. It just adds to the game. How do I... What was I at? I was at here, right? He was in a stream of water. Maybe the water was carrying his body or something. No, it's a bug. It's definitely a bug. Because I just clicked off. The berserker gets killed and does the exact same thing. His body slides away. I think it's just a bug.
Oh no, okay, I got 45 seconds before I...
His body's floating down the river. I don't know about that one, dude. The river's like 2 inches deep. It's a giant fat minotaur full of muscle. I don't think a 2-inch deep river is pulling him away. What do you think about the Reds animation? Do you guys like the Reds animation?
Nope.
That was
I gotcha.
fine.
That was coming? Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So it starts off as a sapling.
Yes!
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Hey, look at this. So we got daffodils. Oh, these are the size of the items because they go into your bag, right? These are the size of the items. Yeah, we already know that. That's an old mechanic.
Great. I'll grab some of your stuff as well.
Oh, yeah, help yourself.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think about the... What do you think about the dropping shit on death mechanic? How do you feel about that? It is just trade goods, yeah. It's just gathering materials and glint. RuneScape did it well, because you do drop your shit on death, but you've got a timer to get back to your corpse and loot your shit back. And I think that's a better way to do it. What reward? You've got one shot by a lightning bolt. A PvP death, sure, right? A PvP death, okay, that makes sense, right? But a random PvE death that you just get one shot randomly. I just think it doesn't really fit, does it?
Let me actually get...
It's a very unavoidable one shot. Bro, the whole team just wiped. What are you on about? The whole team just wiped. XP debt if you die in PvE, but don't drop any mats. No XP debt in PvP, and you do drop mats. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let me copy paste that one. I think that's probably the best take. That's probably the best take, in my opinion. XP debt if you die in PvE, but you don't drop mats. But no XP debt if you die in PvP, but you do drop your mats. Then there's kind of like it's like an economic balance. Because what I don't want, right, is here was a problem in BDO, right? In BDO, nobody would fight the world bosses because in BDO, if you die in a PvE scenario in BDO, you lose experience, and because of that, nobody would fight world bosses on their mains. And it just creates this weird thing where instead of fighting a world boss on your main, you fight a world boss on an alt. And it's kind of a bit like, you know, what even is the game at this point? You know, you've got alts that are logged in to world boss locations. It's kind of a bit like just cringe, right? Yeah. They've tried to create the system and it's contradictory to itself, because world bosses, what they do is they just one-shot you, right? If you know, because the game's so dog, world bosses just straight one-shot you. And you can't create interesting, difficult encounters in PvE if the punishment for dying is so crippling that it's not worth doing. And if that's a scenario, then guess what? Nobody's going to bother doing PvE. Except for the top 0.1%. And, you know, appealing to the top 0.1% is just stupid. It's just a stupid design. Like, why would you have to do that?
All a work in progress still, right? This is a very functional...
Do you think gear is going to be easy to make? I fucking hope so. I fucking hope not. I hope gear is like... the pinnacle, right? I hope gear, you need like 10,000 mats to make gear. Because the core design of the game is to not drop the gear. You don't drop gear, right? I know you're going on about corruption, right? But the game is designed in a way you're not supposed to go in corrupted. You're not supposed to go corrupted. End of story, right? If you go corrupted, you're doing it wrong. You what are you doing, right? You're not supposed to go corrupted. The point of this game is to go through the PvP systems that exist. Right, you go through guild wars, node wars, caravan PvP, etc., etc.
Implementation currently of the system, and there will be additional controls where you can split raid essentially, and each person can interact.
We're defining common gear, right? Because there's low level gear and then there's common gear. Like, how do you define that, right? So like, you think you're talking about like white level gear that's max level. So we looked at those mats earlier, didn't we? We saw oak. We saw that oak had two different tiers to it. We saw that oak can be white oak or it can be blue oak. How does that work when it comes to like end game gear? What's end game gear made out of? Does it use oak? But does it only use higher tier oak? How does it work? Who knows? Is it going to be to make level 50 gear, you need like legendary oak, which is like 1,000 white oak or something like that. But then you don't just need one oak, you need like 15 oak. So you need 15,000 white oak to make one piece of gear. Right? How's it going to work?
Act with the supply chest and get there.
The reason to go corrupted will absolutely be there. There's no reason to go corrupted. There's no system in the game that rewards corruption, mate. There's no system in the game that rewards it. It's not there to be rewarded. It's there to punish you.
Reward from
You don't go corrupted. And if you go corrupted, you're just going to get hunted down.
the event.
You're going to get hunted down, mate. The bounty hunter system rewards corruption. What are you on about? The bounty hunter system is designed in a way to quell corruption. It's another punishment for corrupted players. It's another punishment. That's what it's there for.
Okay.
It's there to punish you. You're just going to get hunted. Everyone's going to want to hunt you. Some guy's corrupted over there. Let's go fuck him up. Hey guys, let's go. 5v1 him. Just fuck him up. Because he's a bad actor, right? What he's doing is he's ruining the environment. He's ruining the social environment that you've created. He is a bad actor. People will want to kill that guy. What do you guys think this is? This is a new spell, right? Do you think it's like taunt? Look at him.
Murder the
Watch it. Look at his animation.
rabbits.
They're gone.
Okay.
Look at that animation. He goes like that. He goes like that, doesn't he? He goes like, "Come at me," or something like that. Do you reckon it's like an AoE taunt? Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Where he does the slam, and then he activates whatever this circle is.
They're gone.
But watch his character model. Watch the character model.
Okay.
He goes like, he goes out. He goes like, "Come at me." I think it's like an AoE taunt. That is cool. I don't know.
There we go. All right. Now we've cleared this little portion.
Look at the water, mates. Holy, look at the water.
There we go. All right. Now we've cleared this little portion.
Ooh. A woman takes shelter from the storm under the arch nearby. She seems distressed. Bro! This stuff needs a voice actor. This stuff needs a voice actor. It's so cool. It's so cool. It needs a voice actor, and it needs to appear along the top with a little avatar of a narrator. Oh, that is so good. A woman takes shelter from the storm under the arch nearby. She seems distressed. Oh, mate.
Steven.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Absolutely. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, Minotaur pigment boys. Minotaur pigment. Oh.
Yeah, definitely couldn't have done it without you.
Grab that Minotaur pigment. I see a sudden scholar has also spawned. Oh, and I see the event is still going there. That's cool.
That was just to collect the rewards, yeah.
Let me go over.
Look at that. That's the starting location. You see that there? That's the starting location of the tank stream. And they go down, they cross the river, they go down, they cross the river. Look. That's the tank starting location.
Over to this sudden scholar.
From back in 2023 January.
Where is that at? So talk to me a little bit about this weather system, right? That's pretty cool that we had the environmental hazards that spawned, and that doesn't just pertain to the event, right? These types of weather systems.
Look at the rain. There's something dodgy going on with the rain.
Environmental.
Right? Why does he turn the camera, but when he turns the camera, the rain does this? Yep. What's going on with that?
Hazards that spawned, and that doesn't just pertain
Look when he drops as well. Watch when he drops.
to the event, right? These
Now the rain's going upwards. now the rain's moving up. What do you mean?
types of weather systems.
Yours can also affect it too, and it can be more than just the weather. Like there's story arcs and side quests that can do things like placing an eternal night in an area, change the seasons and things like that. They can be quite stark.
Also, do you think this is a cleric? Or it says battle priest. But do you think it's using a cleric's like set? It's combat. Or do you think whatever it's using is unique to whatever a battle priest is?
Those things like we mentioned before.
Because look at this attack here.
Quite stark.
Like, what's that little pulse there?
And all of those things like we mentioned before.
It's like when he attacks, he does a pulse. Is it healing him?
They can be quite stark. And all of those things like we mentioned before.
It is healing him. Yeah, it is healing him.
Create new and different opportunities.
But is it not just healing him? It's healing everyone around him. It's like a small AoE heal. And if that's an ability that clerics can have, That's pretty good. Because imagine if you had like a frontline cleric who used dual axes and was a female Renkai, and then you put that on yourself, and then you did a shit ton of damage using dual wield, and then you started healing everyone around you. Imagine that scenario.
What types of content you might find.
Holy shit, that looked good.
What types of content you might find.
Oh no, I'm sorry, give me a second.
Yeah, the spear as well. Look at the spear. He's like imbued his weapon. And whatever this effect is, it's completely engulfed the weapon's model. That I like. Whatever this effect is, it's completely engulfed the whole model. That's good shit.
I'm
Do we need to help you again?
No, I'm doing fine.
Okay.
And this as well,
Are you still in
this spear,
trouble, Steven?
I'm
Do we need to help you again?
No, I'm doing fine.
that's a fucking spell from Alpha 1. That's an Alpha 1 spell. Can't believe it. No shot.
Okay.
Wait, Alpha 1 wasn't just a giant scam? No shot, dude. Yeah, look at this.
Your activity.
Why does he get a healing effect around him there? Watch.
Yeah, it's especially prevalent with the Minotaur
Here. What's this? Why is he getting a random healing effect?
who are nomadic.
And he gets healed for 100 twice. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's especially prevalent with the Minotaur who are nomadic.
131, 26. Tyler. There's a fucking priest healing him. There's a goddamn priest healing him off screen. Fucking cheating bastard. Fucking cheating little bastard.
These Minotaur in particular are interested in, like, spirit.
And then he runs away. The little sneaky look, and then he runs away, pretends he's not even there. Look at him. You.
Standard environment really shine in this game. I really love the work that they're doing on it.
Environment team. Fucking bang on. Top notch. 10 out of 10. 20 out of 10. The environment is god tier. Right? If the lighting gets fixed, I can't wait to see the lighting get fixed. And the thing is, time's running out, right? Time's running out. We're going to get the Alpha 2 soon. Whether we like it or not, it's coming. These changes are coming, whether we like it or not. Holy and is it going to blow our minds?
So if you follow the river south, because you do still have that commission that you picked up very early on to go to the...
Where's the haters at now? Where's the haters at now?
Did you turn in your Stormcaller quest?
Oh, I think I didn't. Let me go. Where do I turn that in at? Back at the...
What do you guys think of that lightning attack there?
Did you turn in your Stormcaller quest?
Oh, I think I didn't. Let me go. Where do I...
Looks good as fuck, doesn't it?
Did you turn in your Stormcaller quest?
Oh, I think I didn't.
Oh, that looks so good. It's so impactful, isn't it?
Let me go. Where do I turn that in at? Back at the...
Yeah. So we're getting there, boys. We're getting there, boys. Just a few spells left, right? There's just a few spells left that need to get fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it back to Maho.
Okay.
The lightning ball, a few of the ranger spells, a few of the cleric spells. They just need to get tweaked. Just tone the down, right?
Side quests have to go back to either the place that the commission was, or the side quest was given, or also potentially other places the side quest was specified.
Yeah, I love the animation of the Minotaur when it's summoning.
Or the side quest was given, or also potentially.
It's super good. Whoever came up with that, bang-in job, mate.
Other places the side quest will specify where you're supposed to bring your completion.
A little rain dance. Little fucking rain dance. It's good.
Right. And a lot of times those...
Oh, Lee. You just fucking destroyed that.
That's because they're leading you
That poor bastard.
to another place that might hold something else related to that side quest you just completed.
Yeah,
Not all
so-
the time,
What is Steven doing right now?
but
He's just running around like a headless chicken.
that's one of the intents.
Very cool.
yeah, breadcrumbing is very important for these.
I agree. Breadcrumbing was the key component missing from Guild Wars 2. The reason why Guild Wars 2's open world, open dynamic world ended up being a failure is because there was no bread fucking crumbing. And you were just expected to go around and find these dynamic events that apparently exist, but you could never find them. So then before you could even find one that's interesting, you fucking quit. Oh, fuck this, I'm going back to WoW.
I'm going back to Maho, that's right?
Yeah.
Yeah, breadcrumbing. Yeah, so like telling you where to go. So like giving you a breadcrumb to tell you where to go. So then you go to that direction, and then on the way to that direction, you get given dynamic events. And that's what commissions are, basically. They are step one of going out in doing in the world. They're step one. And that was that step one was what was missing from Guild Wars 2.
Okay. Let's see, where is Maho?
He is right there on your left.
Oh, okay, sweet. Maho, my friend.
Oh, he went back to this quest to hand this quest in.
Yuna is dead!
Judging by the weather, he put up a fight. He didn't though, because the weather killed him. The weather literally killed him.
I'm getting some type of injury.
Okay, look at that water, boys.
If I can avoid these guys.
Also, I wonder if this slight... You see this slight white foamy effect on the top? And look at how, like, disruptive the surface of the water is. Is that caused by the storm? And if so, then holy shit, that's some pog ass shit.
I'm getting
That is some pog ass, holy.
some type of injury.
In fact, I think it is. That's water drops! It is! It's water droplets! No way, dude! Bro, that looks so good, dude! It looks so good,
Okay, let me see if I
dude!
can these guys.
Look at this, it's actual water ripples.
I'm getting some
Look at them. Oh my god.
type of injury. Let me actually
Yeah, they will poison you.
I'm gonna sit down here.
This is our MMO. This is our MMO. Holy shit. New world. New who? What? World of who? Holy.
Nope, not gonna sit down there. Let me move forward. Probably not gonna sit down there either.
Now, it's not our grandkids MMO because we get to play it in quarter 3, guys. We get to play this in quarter 3.
Oh no, we're doing the old
I wouldn't
traineroo.
get-
I don't know. I
Going too
can't. I'm
far
pot
this way.
committed. I am pot committed. It's happening.
Also, what about, like, temporary potions, too? Do temporary potions, you know, like strength potions or, you know, agility potions or whatever, do they share a cooldown with these potions, do you reckon? Or do they even exist?
The top of the room, so go left here.
Oh
and there's the path is to your
no,
left.
no!
Stephen, no.
What are we doing?
Break left.
Okay.
Go up the
I'm
stream.
gonna
to your
go up
left.
there. Oh god!
I think this whole area's just had a giant quality pass.
Oh my god!
Up the
I'm
stream.
gonna
to your
go up
left.
there. Oh god!
Look, there's like a chest. Wait, I wonder if those are like... Wait, is this the same chest that was by the boss? Let's check. Is it the same chest? Let's see. UK internet. Help! Dash! Help! No, it doesn't look the same. No, it doesn't look the same, does it? I think I'd prefer if the mimics look the same as normal chests.
Just trying to run.
Okay, and to the right here.
I'm just trying to like put some.
Now, why wouldn't he jump, kite, and put the cone of cold behind him? What is he, a boomer?
Okay. Up
I
here?
didn't know we were going to see a mimic.
I did not know.
What I'm really hoping is that your momentum carries into your jump. I'm seriously hoping that your momentum carries into your jump. Because it doesn't in Guild Wars 2. And it feels like... I think jumping mechanics, your momentum needs to carry into it. Because then what you can do is, you can do interesting kiting mechanics.
Hold on. Let me just see if I can sleep them. Oh, okay, they're fleeing.
They're leashing.
I wonder if I can kill this thing. Oh, no.
Also, I really like the way... Look at this.
Leashing.
I wonder if I
I like the way the poison kind of engulfs the tentacle.
can kill this
That render there is nice. That's a nice little render.
thing.
I like that a lot.
Oh, no.
It's kind of engulfing it, isn't it? That's a good effect. It's a good effect.
Definitely cannot kill that thing.
That's good as
Yeah, it's level 20.
Okay, they're fleeing. They're fleeing.
Okay, good.
Okay. We did it!
Listen. I'm not a fan of this... I'm not a fan of them showing things that require dev commands to trigger.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Other than commission style and side quest style quests, but
You can almost see the tree.
there's a whole big long chain to deal with.
I think this whole area has just been completely revamped, right? I think it's just been revamped completely.
The dark magic that you just saw settling in over.
Like what we saw before, it was basically just like an area that you go around, and then eventually you go to the top, and then boom, there's this tree, and then that's it.
This once sacred resting place for old heroes.
I love it. This looks great. It was really enjoyable to kind of go through, commissions and give the community an insight to Alpha 2, kind of what their daily activities are going to include.
True! Okay, boys, what did you think? 9 out of 10 stream, easy stream.
Wow.